and welcome back for more Musings with Alene, where I talk to you about everything relationships. And considering Valentine's Day is next weekend, and last week I made a video called What is Love? I find it fit for me to continue on the topic and the theme of love for the next couple of videos. So today's chosen topic is the 5 love languages. So, who came up with the 5 love languages? Dr. Gary Chapman is the man behind the 5 love languages. And if you want to learn more about them, you can go on the website www.5lovelanguages.com. And on that website, you can actually take tests for free and you can find out your love languages. But here in this video, I will also talk to you a little bit about them. So, anyways, back to Dr. Gary Chapman. Dr. Gary Chapman is a marriage counselor and he's also a Christian minister. And I think he has worked with couples for 20 or 30 years. And he has seen and witnessed every single fight that a couple could have under the roof possible. And after watching many couples quarrel endlessly over who knows what, he realized that there's something that they are fighting about that neither of them know. And he realized that the reason behind the fights is actually that people are not communicating properly because they are speaking different love languages to each other. What does that mean? Well, each one of us, we have a set of love languages, or there's love languages that we speak. There's 5 of them. The first one is touch, physical touch, words of affirmation, quality time, gifts, and acts of service. So, some of us speak a blend of these languages. Some of us, we have a primary love language. That's how we express love and that's how we receive love. For example, for me, when I did the test, I was not surprised that physical touch is my number 1, my primary love language. Because I am a snuggly, huggy kind of person. I love snuggles. I love hugs. I was not surprised. And my lowest love language, well, the one that I speak the least, which means the least for me, actually was words of affirmation. Again, I was not surprised because one of my mottos in life is what do I say? One of my mottos in life is words are cheap. And I always say to people, do not listen to the words that people say to you, but watch out for their action. And if you haven't watched my last video, What is Love? I talk in it that love is an act. And there is no surprise there that words of affirmation mean nothing for me. They actually fall very flat. So, these 5 love languages, I want to get into them a little bit more. So I'll start talking about physical touch. Haha, my favorite. So physical touch is anything from hugs, kisses, holding hands, hugging someone, rubbing someone's back, just laying down next to each other, holding, when people drive and they hold each other's hand when they're driving, or a person has their hand on someone's thigh all the time. Any of this is physical touch. It's love language. To some people, this is how they receive love and this is how they give love. This is where they feel connected and the most nourished and nurtured in their relationship. The other one is words of affirmation. Some people, words of affirmation is how they give and receive love. So words of affirmation is anything from, oh my God, you are so beautiful. You are the source of my life, down to thank you for taking the trash out for me today. Words of affirmation is when we verbalize our appreciation for the other person or our love for them. And it's also sometimes when we build them up. So it could be compliments, it could be thank yous, it could be showing gratitude for them. It doesn't have to be verbal. You can get creative. It can be a text message, a little note that you leave for them, a voice message, a video message. We have technology, guys. Don't limit yourselves. And I want to say one thing about words of affirmation is sometimes people's love language, is words of affirmation, and they might be seen or labeled as shallow or insecure or lack confidence. Oh my God, that person, we always have to praise them, we always have to compliment them, they're so insecure in themselves. When in reality, no, they're not insecure, they do not lack any confidence. It's just that this is their love language. This is when they feel seen, heard, and loved, when someone verbalizes that to them. The other love language, the third one, I want to talk about acts of service. Now, I feel like acts of service, I think we should all know really what that means. It's when you do something for someone else, when you sacrifice your own comfort, your own time to do something for someone else, when you get out of your way to do something for someone else. For example, someone is traveling. Hey, do you want me to give you a lift from the airport? Someone's coming back from travel. Hey, do you want me to pick you up from the airport? You know that your partner has had a very bad week at work. There's all these deadlines. They're working on this project and they're going to be coming home late. And there's all these 3 kids coming from school and they're going to be hungry and dirty and sweaty and there's snot dried on their top lip. And what do? You decide to grab them, chuck them in the bath, clean them up, put their pajamas on, brush their hair and cook them a hot meal, feed them. And then when your partner walks through the door, expecting to walk into chaos and disaster, and that even though they have this throbbing headache from the stress at work, they still have kids that they need to bath and feed. They come into the house and they see that their kids are clean, sparkly, and well fed. And not only that, there's also hot food for them ready right there on the stove. Now this is an act of service. And of course, there's many other acts of service. It's pretty much, acts of service is pretty much saying, I want to help you, I see you, I care for you, I want to invest some time in you. Tell me what I can do to make your life better. Tell me what I can do to help you more, because this is how I love you. Well, what else? We've covered 3, right? So now we are up to number 4. What could that be? Gifts. Some people's love language is to give or receive gifts. Now we can all imagine how that can be perceived in our society. Those people could be mistaken for materialistic, greedy, shallow, whatever. Where in reality, that's how they feel seen. That's how they feel loved, by giving and receiving gifts. Why? Do these people whose primary love language is gifts, when they receive a gift, this is what it means to them. This is how it translates. Oh my God, they thought of me. Oh my God, they remembered me. Oh my God, they took their lunch break and went to the shopping center at the busiest time and lined up in that queue and even probably ran late to come back to work to buy me this thing. And if the gift is actually thoughtful, if it means something for the receiver, it's even better. Oh my God, they know me, they hear me, they listen to me. How did they remember that I like this color? Or, oh wow, I just mentioned that I like this band on our 3rd date and it's never talked about it again, and it's 2 years on and now you buy me tickets for their concert. Wow, they feel appreciated, heard, and seen and cared for. And for those people who like to give gifts, sometimes they are also misjudged as people who are trying to buy people's love. When in reality, simply no, this is how they invest in relationships. They like to buy things for people. And at the end of the day, isn't it nice that someone actually invests thought, time, and money to show their love and appreciation to you? Yes, it is. It is very nice, but you might not find it nice if a gift is not your love language. So I just wanted to talk about the gifts and stress on it because, like I said, some of the people who have this as a primary love language could be judged as shallow or materialistic. Our 5th and final love language, which should be thinking, quality time. Quality time is our 5th love language, and it is not the least important at all. It just happened that I'm talking about it now. Quality time, again, I think it's self-explanatory. Quality time is when people want to spend one-on-one time with their significant other, uninterrupted one-on-one time. It doesn't have to include a huge activity. It could be anything such as laying down on the couch all day on a Sunday, eating popcorn and watching a movie together and giggling and laughing together. It could be having a nice dinner together alone, just together. It could be going for a walk on the beach or going for a drive together, cooking together, cleaning the house together, doing something together where they feel like the other person is there for them and with them and is giving them their undivided attention. Going to a wedding is not quality time. It's fun time, not quality time. Going to a party or a concert, even though you're together, but especially when two people split and they're mingling with other people, this is not quality time. Quality time is usually, I want to spend time with you, just with you, talking to each other, not doing anything significant really, or it can be doing something significant. You could go rock climbing together, if you enjoy that, if you feel like that's your quality time. So this is a summary of the 5 love languages. And if you want to know more, again, Dr. Gary Chapman has books that you can buy. And also he has his website, 5lovelanguages.com, where you can go and do your test. And I think he also has a podcast of some sort. There's a podcast somewhere that you can listen to. Now, for those of you who go and do the test, I really hope that you have a lot of eureka moments where you go, oh my God, I finally understand myself. This makes so much sense now. Oh my God. That's good. But what I hope for is that if you are in a relationship or when you do get into a relationship, the most important thing is not for you to know your love language. The most important thing is for you to know. Have a guess? Your partner's love language. Why? Go back to the video that I've posted earlier under the title of What is Love? And in it, I have stressed that love is a reciprocal act. Love is action, not just whimsical feelings, and it's what we do for another person, what the other person does for us. Loving someone is pretty much a loving relationship is I take care of you and you take care of me. This is how it works. And this is why it is very important to know your partner's love language a lot more than knowing your own love language. You might be thinking to yourselves, Alene, why do I need to speak my partner's love language? Well, that is to show them that you love them and you care for them, and they will not receive your love for them if it's not done in a language that they do understand. For example, I'll give you a scenario. How many times have you had a fight like this, or you know people who fight like this? Oh my God, I've picked the towels off the floor, I've done the laundry, I've picked the kids from the school, I cooked, I cleaned, I'm doing everything here, and I don't know what else to do for you. And the other person's like, oh my God, I don't need you to pick up towels off the floor, to pick up the kids from the school. I want you to see me. I want you to appreciate me. I feel like you ignore me all day, all night. You don't love me anymore. Oh my God, what else am I going to do? Do cartwheels, jump backwards. Yes. If you're listening to this scenario, as you can see, this person 1 who's picking up the towels off the floor, their love language is acts of service, and they are trying really hard to show the other person that they care and they love them. Meanwhile, the other person is probably quality times or words of affirmations. You don't tell me that you love me. You don't spend time with me. You don't sit down just, watch TV with me. So it's not going to work. Let me give you another quarrel scenario. Oh my God, it's the weekend. I don't want to spend another weekend at home. I'm sick and tired of spending every Sunday in front of the television. Oh, really? Go then. Go to your friends. Hang out with your friends. They're more important than I am, obviously. Oh my God, I don't know what else to do. Didn't I come home on Friday after work with your favorite roses, a big bunch, 20 stems, and your favorite box of chocolate? What else do I need to do to show you that I love you? Yeah, roses and chocolate. Really? Yeah. Go buy me roses and chocolate only for you to dump me and then go out with your friends. You don't care about me and how I feel. in this scenario, you can suspect that person one has their primary love language is gifts, hence the roses, specifically 20 stems, red, the type that she likes, so they take note, and the favorite chocolate. Meanwhile, the other person probably gifts fall flat with them because that's not a strong love language for them. For them, it's probably quality time. I need you, I want you to spend time with me. We want to, let's sit on that couch on a Sunday afternoon and just watch TV, but you want to go out with your friends and I don't want to go out with you because we don't spend time together when we're with friends, we're talking to different people. And as you can see, some of the perpetual arguments are simply two people speaking different love languages. And this is why I want you to go ahead and find out your love language and your partner's love language, because there are so many people out there in the world who are a very good match. They have common values, common beliefs, and there's physical attraction and there's intellectual attraction, but they just fighting all the time and it's a never ending. That one feels unloved. The other one feels like, I don't know what else to do to show you that I love you. And unfortunately, some of these people either choose to go their separate ways eventually because it's tiring to be fighting all the time and not feeling heard and seen and loved by the other person. Another option is they choose to stay together, just be miserably fighting for the rest of their lives and make everyone around them also miserable. And it doesn't have to be that way. It could be as simple as understanding your partner and starting to speak their language and showing them that you love them in a way that they can receive it. Disclaimer: I am not saying that all fights can be resolved with love languages, and I am not saying speaking different love languages is the reason behind all couples fights. No, of course, things can be a lot more complex and a lot deeper than this, but give it a go. It's a fun test to take. Go ahead and try it, and it's for free. This is it, folks. I hope that you found today's video informative. Like it if you do. Share it with someone who you think would benefit from these nuggets of wisdom, and comment, subscribe, depending on what platform you're actually watching this video. And until I see you next time, take care of yourself and of those around you. God bless.